They're better this week. We turned up the volume.
Turn it up, baby. Hit me.
Hit me.
Chirp, chirp.
Yep.
Bird in the house. Douglas in the house. Meat in the house.
All right, pause for the sponsor. Get it in
Ask
here.
the boss.
America Energy, thank you for supplying us with unlimited energy drinks.
What'd you do? Freedom? Oh,
Now that the Freedom has been in the fridge, I'm
And Bird's
Cheers,
got
boys.
his.
sponsored by Starbucks.
Cheers.
Episode 25. So I did my research because I couldn't think of an athlete number 25. Can you think? He's a big one. He's a slugger.
It's
Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't think he was always 25. I just think it was his later years in the Giants.
I can't even think.
Yankees. There's some, Derrick Rose is 25, but like he's whack now. There's one more. I don't know. But yeah, episode 25. Today's retailer of the day is NutriFit. I messed up his site when I shot him out on Instagram. It is not NutriFit Cleveland or CLE.com. It is something else now. Just go to NutriFit CLE.
Why don't you have a bird put it up?
Just go to Sean's Instagram.
Sean,
NutriFit.
just Google Sean, and you got this.
Yeah, don't go to his personal Instagram. But you'll find it. NutriFit, great supporter. They're running a sale, actually.
Just to be clear, NutriFit, not NutraFit.
NutriFit.
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 NutriFit, yeah.
Yeah, and you're from the country. Everything's Nutra. Just
What was that?
I don't know, dude. It's a jungle.
It is lit.
a jungle out there.
It is lit out here. So let's just run through what the heck is going on. So
Hit him.
everything's going on. So we are in the middle of the warehouse sale, which we talked about on the last episode. And I've been blown away by the response because it was somewhat limited, right? Like we didn't have, there's not many SKUs on there. But the cool thing is we brought America Energy and America Labs over to the core site just for this so that everyone could grab all of the brands together in one.
Yep.
And it went bonkers. So
It's still going bonkers.
It's still going bonkers. So it was our biggest single 24-hour stretch, or actually, you know, if you calculate it in today, it might be big. Not quite as big as Black Friday, but it was by far our second biggest day ever. It exceeded my expectations by 4x.
I think the number of units is probably a record because,
That was crazy.
yeah.
It's just crazy. So thank you for your support and
Yes, for
taking
sure.
advantage of that, helping us move through some of the black labels so we can get you all the sexy white labels.
Yeah, I feel like it's a...
And I think, well, let's just talk about quickly why we were overstocked on some America Labs products in terms of our forecasting. We're usually really good and on top of the right amount of inventory stock here. There were certain America Labs SKUs where we were overstocked, and that is mostly because our China Chop PP deal, right? So we were getting into a partnership and we had to kind of ramp up production for China. But then with all the craziness going on with China over the last basically 365 days, it never really got off the ground. In fact, the products were sitting in China for 6 months before they were be able to release from like this taxable zone. I don't know. It's a little complicated. So that we never got the residual reorders. They never were able to build it. I mean, they're literally just now getting the product from like a year ago. Luckily, there's long expirations on those products because we made them fresh for them. But that's why we were overstocked with a decent amount of the America Labs products. Really, a couple flavors of Patriots Way and Guts and Glory, Uncle Bam. So those were the big ones. But I mean, people are gobbling it up with the deals we're doing.
Yes,
So
good deal.
So
And then,
complicated over there.
dude, it's
China.
dude.
Complicated.
I want to say something, but I'm
I
just
saw
gonna not
something.
say it.
Jake sent me something yesterday. It was
Shout out to Jake.
straight like dictatorship China stuff.
It's messed, man. And here's the thing.
Like these kids got to wear these things on their head, and it like reads like the activity in their brain, and like if they're focused on their schoolwork or not. Like this crazy stuff.
But let's
run it.
like face recognition, you can't walk anywhere. They got you.
yeah.
You know, they probably got us in the
You
United
basically
States.
they have QR codes on their cars so that everywhere you go, there's a camera, something scanning your QR code. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So there's no radar from the police.
Because it's just all with your QR codes and
Yeah.
the
So
cameras.
if you're from this point to this point, if you reach that point too fast, you're fined.
Yeah.
They send your QR code of a fine.
Yeah.
You got a ticket.
But
Crazy.
anyways, what I was getting at is there are really some good people in China, but the regime in China sucks.
Yes.
No better way to put it. So like we have some great contacts in China who do not think like that and are not down with the communism. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
What's the leader's name? They thought he died, right?
that's North Korea.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's North
okay,
Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Peter's brother.
Yeah, so I was like, man,
Kim Jong-un.
I hit him up. I was like, yo, everything good with the fam? He was like, bro, what? Then I was like, all right.
Panda. We need a panda button.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I just joked that he's my grandfather. I was like, bro, he could be your brother. You're 31. He's 36. He's just like clinically obese. He's got
36?
some, dude, he looks
30
old.
I didn't
But he's
know
like a
that.
chain smoker, drinker. Like he's
He
got,
probably does a
How long
lot.
has
he probably does a lot of hard
How long
drugs.
he's been in rule or whatever.
In power, I don't know. Too long.
36 years.
Pretty much. So, anyways, warehouse sales still going on. We're only running it for 48 hours. So
Oh, okay.
it'll be too late by the time you hear this podcast anyways. But
Does that remind you to go live?
reminds me to go live.
Remind him to go live.
God, man.
By the time they see this, they probably would have already saw they see the pump video yet? Or are we waiting for that?
Yeah,
Oh,
when
we can launch that beforehand. I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah.
Like Thursday.
Whatever you want to do, Meat. It's your show.
It was not my show, and I didn't do the video, so it's up to you guys.
All right, let's go live, Meat. We're live. Shit, you're live now. Oh, NutriFit showing it nice and.
Trying to represent.
So, anyways,
Yeah,
getting
cool,
back to
dude.
by the time this airs, the warehouse sale will be over. But anyways, thank you for that. That's been awesome.
I was packing a lot yesterday and this morning. Lots of Meat Brigade going out.
Did you sign it?
I
Did you sign the box, Meat Brigade?
signed like all the tubs. Ari ordered a shirt.
Yeah.
I signed at Meat Brigade.
Nice.
Like he probably, I don't know if he likes that or not, but he got a signed T-shirt.
Yeah, you got the Meat Brigade.
You know. So
Oh, you signed the T-shirt?
Yeah, I
Oh,
signed the
dude.
T-shirt.
That's savage, bro. What
man, I
T-shirt
was
was it?
It was an old Arnold shirt from last year, 2019.
We were having them on their site?
No, it's if you put your T-shirt size in.
Oh, got it.
and
It was a
it's
freebie
juicy, it's
shirt.
a freebie.
Got
You
it.
signed
This
the
is
whole
like
middle.
this is also
It
like
wasn't like-
a customer appreciation thing too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Boxers are getting
Sign it,
hooked
like,
up.
right in the middle?
It was you know how it was a silhouette of Doug,
Yeah.
right? So in the white part of the,
Nice.
He
right
drew
in the
a
silhouette.
I
drumstick.
put hashtag Meat Brigade.
Nice.
You know what you need? You need like when you get meat cut, like you need that tape and like the packaging, and it just needs to be
No,
like
you know what I really want
Stamp?
is I want a USDA stamp
Meat
be a lot easier.
That would be
or a
cool.
brand.
You could just be like,
Just be branding people like a cow brand.
This guy.
You know what I mean?
Would you do a brand like a food brand
No,
instead of a tattoo?
neither.
All right, so guys, if you haven't noticed, we are filming Ask the Boss. We were just kind of running down all the craziness going on in the warehouse. Now, I gotta say though, great team morale today. Everyone's chipping in. We got the cuck up for a couple. I think he's staying over your house tonight.
Yeah,
Cuck.
sleepover. We're gonna
Sleepover. Yeah, that's cool.
anti-corona his room.
Yeah. So, and then we have a bunch of nutrition corner guys stepped up to help us out in the warehouse.
We got a new guy today,
We got a new guy starting in the warehouse. You know.
and he's so far.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like my little
he's
brother.
hustling.
What's that?
Kind of looks like my little brother.
Yeah, but he's I thought he was
Filipino.
Hispanic. He was Asian. He's Asian.
It's Filipino. Filipino.
As
and
Peter
Caucasian.
said, Filipino is the what is it? What did he say? It's the Hispanic Asian.
He does look
That's
Hispanic,
sick.
Yeah.
but he even like admitted like
Taylor
De
De
Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah. But that sounds very Hispanic to me, doesn't it?
Does,
That doesn't
yeah.
sound.
Right. Well, what is Jesus?
It sounds Hispanic.
Hispanic, yeah.
Oh, Dominican. He's Dominican.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that makes sense.
Anyways, what else we got going on? So big week coming up. This is crazy. Like, it's going to be a busy weekend. So on Friday, we launch Clarity and Stabilize. So
Arms Race Nutrition.
Arms Race Nutrition. So these are two products. They will be launching in GNC in every location here shortly.
How's the buzz? How's the hype in that?
It's good, man. And the really cool part about these products is they've been in the works for a while, yet they're like perfectly timed, right? Because they're not really, you could benefit from these even if you're not going to the gym. So Clarity is going to be our mental and brain health product, whereas Stabilize is going to be a complete hormone health product.
Yeah, I wanna
so
try
it's going to
this.
focus on insulin, cortisol, estrogen, and testosterone all in one.
And
So
these are like
And these are
Julian's like babies kind of, right?
Two
like,
products, especially the Clarity was one that I think is near and dear, but even Stabilize. So like we originally were testing a test booster for Arms Race and we didn't like the results. So we scrapped that and we went with a more of a complete hormone health product. So these are our Sexy Craft boxes. Pretty excited about these. So they're going to look great on a shelf. So we got that rolling out.
Pause. Awkward
Pause.
silence.
Yeah, I was just reading the question here. It's
Too
too long.
like it froze.
Too long to, yeah. So that's dropping May 1st, and we are doing some really sick deals with that. So that's probably dropping the same day that this is going on, or that this goes up, this Ask the Boss episode. But the deals we are doing with the Stabilize and Clarity launch are ridiculous. I mean, they really are. So I don't have them all offhand, but so Clarity is a $49.99 product. Stabilize is a $59.99 product. And that's going to be the price if you buy each one individually. So 110 together, but we're doing together, you get them for $99 and you get a free elemental, which is like another $30 value. And then we're doing different tiers of stacks. We got one with like a protein. We got one that has 1 unit of every single product that Arms Race has. Bigger giveaways with each thing. So it's going to be a crazy sale and a busy weekend. And then rolling on from that, we are launching Core Pump, which I just filmed a video on. Super excited about that. That's the reformulation of the old Core Pump, which brings in some of the elements from Peak X and Core Pump, puts them together, adds some cognitive enhancers to it. It's going to be lit. We're dropping it on May 4th with this sick t-shirt. You like that lit? Just put it in there.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll throw it in the commercial break.
Throw it in the commercial break. Yeah. So May the 4th be with you. May the pump be with you t-shirt. For the first, I think we decided. So we've been blowing through these exclusive teas. I think with the tri-pack. So
we haven't really established the.
Yeah. So let's do it right now. We did it last time.
Yeah,
all right. So the deals. So the t-shirt, which is going to be up here. Bird's going to throw it up somewhere.
You're going to want this t-shirt.
This is my favorite t-shirt that we've done of all
ever.
time.
Shout out to Cesar.
Cesar is crushing these t-shirts. So one Core Pump will be at MAP price $44.99. 2 Core, which is 10% off.
Right.
Our
website price.
Yep. 2 of them also for 10% off, and coupon codes apply. You get the free t-shirt. May the pump be with you.
$89.98. You'll get 2 and a t-shirt.
Yes. Now, for the tri-pack, you'll get the t-shirt, the 10% off. You can still use a coupon code. And then we got to throw a freebie in.
$134.97.
We got to throw a freebie in with that. Because we always do. Remember with the greens, we threw in the Guts and Glory with the...
Yeah.
So what do you want to throw in with that?
Fury.
Bruh.
Not too much?
No, that's too juice. Yeah.
I don't know. This is where we got hung up on. We didn't.
Oh, I think we were saying ABCD. ABCD. I like that. Because it's low stim.
But here's the problem, though, is that
we might have sold out.
We've already sold out of one flavor. We only have one flavor left. And I'm pretty sure that's our top selling, according to Dave's report this
morning. What flavor is it?
So ABCD Sweet Tea is the #1 sold through this warehouse sale.
And the Sweet Tea wouldn't go good with these flavors.
No, and Mango already sold out. We don't have Zap anymore. That we, it's kind of tough, bro. Like maybe you can always, I think commodities, like if I'm stacking Pump and Fury together, I think taurine is something that would kind of be
but that's kind of like taurine is cheap. I think we got to go more juice. I think taurine's good, but like I'm not going to buy 3 just to get the taurine. Whereas we want to. Let's see what somebody votes Fury. Of course you vote Fury.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, no way. Fury. Yeah,
we can do another. Sick promo item. We got some duffel bags. We got those retro duffel bags.
Julian Doug workout video. We have a leg day out.
What about a Meat and Doug workout video? Dude, after we get over this pump, we got to talk about the Crush Coliseum.
We will. Let's come up with it. Come on.
Should we call
Guys, we need a free gift with the 3-pack of Pump launching Monday.
Phone a friend?
Yeah.
We need that button. Huh?
Phone your wife. Not
Phone the wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get if you order.
Has anybody got anything good to say?
No, I don't know.
Somebody wants 3. What's that say?
I'll buy 3 at full price. Just want the Pump. No, I know.
Well, Chris Lawton, you're going to be #1 in there, bro.
But we always got to do something. Burn X would be dope.
Ooh, that could work.
Okay, I see.
And fruit punch and tropical mango or whatever that.
And here's the thing.
Could work.
We are ordering and running new label stuff, so we do need to get through the Burn X.
And it wasn't on the sale.
We're
not overstocked. We're getting low on the product, but we got plenty for this.
That's super juice. But I think we do it because it'll help us move through the black stuff. That's the key. I like that.
Did you just figure it out?
I think who was that? Who said that?
I don't know. Shout him out.
Somebody said Dave's dirty effing balls. Chris Loudon. It was Chris.
That's a great one. Dave did throw in some dirty balls.
S'more says it was him, but I think it was Chris. I see it, Chris. Burn X would be dope.
Yeah, you guys are so smart. We appreciate you guys in there.
You guys are the best.
Meat Brigade. We need a Meat Brigade button.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's the deal.
Well, we do have the meat button.
Yeah, but that one makes fun of me.
It's just authentic. It's just your original.
It's just you. It's just you. All right, so let's talk about the Crusher Coliseum. So when I get something in my head, this is just, I would say that this is something that just happens to me.
We're killing the flow.
The new guy. That was the new guy.
It was a new guy?
Hey, Jesus. Taylor.
Nah, he's gone.
Dude, he was scared.
This is such the path to the...
Bro,
he like deer in the headlights.
He walked in. Am I fired, sir?
He has been very polite, I will say that.
Yeah. Although when we got Chick-fil-A today, dude, he sat down before anyone else and just started crushing. I was like, bro, chill out. I want to say grace.
You got to say grace.
And I was like, dude, you wash your hands? And he's like, no, I did wash my hands. But
Let him
like
eat.
dad.
He crushed his fries real quick, and then you could tell he was just like eyeing and playing with the sandwich.
Oh, man. Dude, he needs more than one Chick-fil-A
The
sandwich.
best part about today's lunch, and Doug, thank you for getting lunch today. I took everybody's orders, and Jose, he's like, oh, let's go. Like, he's getting so excited. So he gets spicy chicken deluxe, large fry, large drink. And then he was like, and then I got to get a 12 count. So give me a 12 count. And then he's like, do I want fries with the 12 count? I'm like, well, you already got fries, dude. And he was like, well, give me a small fry. He's like, this will be just a good appetizer. And I was like, I didn't get you the small fry, though. I was like, bro, you're the overkill.
He shared some with
yeah, he did share.
Too.
It was cool.
Crusher Coliseum. So it's in my head that I want to build this sucker. So we're building it. So I actually did my first Crusher Coliseum workout here today. We moved 4 pieces of equipment right next to each other, and it was actually great because I haven't been able to do leg extensions besides the stupid band ones. And that Nautilus plate-loaded leg extension is awesome.
Yeah, it is good.
It has the perfect,
I don't think I've ever used that.
I don't think I have either. Now, the laying leg curl is better, too. It's better than the one at the shop because the one at the shop has a little bit of a bend in it.
I think it's older.
It's an older. So this, I was super happy with both of these.
So you're going to take them both?
Yeah, to his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you guys. No, so tomorrow, Meat and I go to Delaware to pick up 5 pieces of equipment that we won on an auction: leg extension, leg curl, inner outer thigh, and a V squat.
Yep.
So basically
truck.
This place will be lit for legs. We'll have like 10 pieces of equipment for legs, but nothing else. That's all that matters.
We got one row.
And we got the hammer row.
Which is great.
We got the reverse hyper. Dude, the best thing we got last week was the flooring.
Yeah.
Dude,
that was huge.
I mean, because that commercial grade flooring is usually like $4 a square foot. And we paid a fraction of that.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. Thank you, Brent, for hooking us up with that. And I kind of feel like getting into the gym equipment flipping business. So if we had it, we've already started, but if I had a little bit more space, I would totally do it because I love this stuff.
I've already had people hit me up and try to sell me stuff. Like I didn't reach out to them. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, we got these 2 pieces.
Oh, did you give them the counter offer?
Yeah, I haven't gotten a counter back.
All right. We're working it.
That was a good question I saw online. It was like, all right, so how many people, like on Instagram, it was like, how many people that
would go back?
Yeah, would go back and, are going to go back to the gym.
So,
some people have just been unloading like.
So Steph and I did actually, Export and Golds, like corporate Golds, the other one where I have mine that goes everywhere, they've stopped charging our cards, but just today sent in the letter to cancel our Export membership because I've decided once this is over, now that I'm like in my groove in my house, which I've been there for 5 years, used it more in the past 6 weeks than I have ever.
Yeah.
I really like the vibe there. And if I'm not training there, I'm going to be training here. And if I'm not training here, the only other two places I'd probably go will be DMV Iron and the shop.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I mean, the corporate gyms are just, I don't get as excited to train at the corporate gyms anymore.
Yeah.
You know, not a knock on them because they are great partners of ours. It's just.
We got one helping us out right now. He's not corporate. He's a
franchise. Yeah.
But he'll tell you that they're designed for everybody. They do a lot of group exercise, and they design like a women's area. That's the type of gym he is.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's the thing. I'm glad that you're doing this for us because once you start investing in your home gym, like people are dropping tens of thousands of dollars.
Dude, the upcharges are ridiculous. Like what they're paying for stuff, dude. So the auction where we bought some equipment, 45-pound plates were going for $120. So that's like
just one plate.
One plate, $120 a piece. But then there's a 15% fee for the auction, the buyer's fee. So you're talking like $140. I mean, it's $3 a pound for that freaking weight plates. It's insane. And they're like old. They're not even new. So, we did order a container load of equipment from China through some of our contacts. And should be really nice stuff. Dumbbells at 220. But I'm in a mixed state of emotions about buying the equipment from China, right? Because China. Sorry. I didn't know how else to say it. Yeah. So, I mean, but seriously, we had a 40-foot container of shaker bottles come from China today. And from a business perspective, it's good because the pricing obviously is much lower than we could do it here domestically. But part of it is if I can, and, I'm definitely going to try to source things more domestically. But the problem is right now it's very difficult because a lot of places you can't even source it domestically. And it doesn't make sense for my US business to pay 6 times the price. So I am hoping that in the next 3 to 5 years, we see a shift. Well, let's call it the China shift, right?
I like this.
The China shift is going to occur, and it's going to bring manufacturing jobs now back to the U.S. And I think at first prices are obviously going to be higher, but I think over time
we build that volume
that will change.
Yeah.
So, don't get me wrong. I'm super excited about the equipment that we just purchased, and we should be getting.
That's
hopefully.
Where I thought you were going. I thought you were like you're starting to get joy out of hand picking different random things.
I am, and that's what I really liked about ordering this stuff from China because all that stuff was hand picked.
That is true,
and it was very custom. We're doing red equipment with a carbon fiber stuff, dumbbells 220, which no one else has. I mean, it's pretty sick stuff. But there's a part of me that just, with all the shit the U.S. is going through now because of fucking China. Excuse me, I'm cursing a lot, dude.
I know this is fired up. I like it.
Beep, beep. Can you put a lot of beeps in there?
Everybody needs to watch or listen
Somebody
to the
goes,
podcast.
These thotties clapping them tip off.
Dude, they're all up
prices
in there
from outsourcing. Those thotties clapping them tip off prices from outsourcing.
Whatever that means.
Everyone likes the fuck China. I like this, Doug. Everyone's responding. All right, let's see here. Thotties clapping weights and tipping people off. We got thotties. These thotties clapping cheeks.
Is that the original thotty?
Puke model 111.
No, I don't think so.
Would love a freedom right now.
That guy just trolled up in there and bounced.
The shop gym, yeah. What are the new Flavors of Merica? I just totally went off topic, but what are the new Flavors of Merica Energy? You got cotton candy, blue raz, which is
blue raz cotton
candy, which is county fair. You got Alpine Pew Pew, which is the best Mountain Dew knockoff ever. And then Patriot Punch, which is high C. But I was just talking about this today. Obviously we're going to hold off on that. Now we did meet. We should talk about our new. We're squirreling. What a day!
Bro.
We should talk about we got a new C-store distribution gig coming up finally.
Yeah, True Q.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell everyone.
Well,
I guess it doesn't matter. We want them to know.
it doesn't really matter.
So yeah, they're going to be distributing our sticks and our drinks pretty much in how many states? A lot. A dozen?
Yeah, I was gonna say over 10.
Yeah, and they have a couple thousand locations that they service.
Yeah.
So,
Like per state.
and we are going to be their like kind of exclusive energy drink.
Like the cool thing is that they do a lot of liquor and tobacco stores.
Yeah.
So
they want the
You're gonna
fridges.
walk into a liquor or tobacco store and you're gonna see America Energy fridge.
The
full
best
of
mix,
freedom.
best mixer ever.
Ever. Like Tito's and American Energy is gonna be selling. They're gonna be selling stacks for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
I might have to get into retail.
Do you
liquor
think after this, more people support now, not even like domesticated like businesses, but more local?
Oh, for sure.
Support
like
what?
small businesses? You know, you think
Support
more people
what?
are gonna be? You think people are gonna be more focused on like, all right, like now let me help. Someone
I hope so.
Smaller.
I mean, I know I am. I think about it. I mean, Amazon is
we're
easy.
super small, but we're not.
I mean, like Amazon. No, we're still
we're not
based on
Red Bull.
employees and revenue. I mean, we're still considered a small business, right? You know, I do the convenience of Amazon is pretty damn easy, right? But like,
Especially right
I
now.
know when we come out of this, I'm definitely gonna be going. I can't wait to go to my sushi spot. Like, I hope they make it through this because I'm gonna be very sad if they don't, and I'm gonna, you know, drop 100% tip, you know, when I go. You know, other places that, you know, that are local for us. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be supporting them because I hope they come back to our store, our retail stores. You know, our retail stores have been kicked in the crotch. You know, they're operating at about 50% of what they would be. Yet our rent, you know, still has to be paid. Our employees still have to be paid.
Somebody I know posted a rent from their housing complex. They got a letter from the complex saying like, because you got your stimulus check, like you still have to pay us.
Okay, so here's the thing that pisses me off because I had some conversations with our landlords. Like, this is kind of been the fun part of like dealing through when I mentioned I've been enjoying managing.
Did you
through
mention
this.
that last week?
I think
you
I did mention it
yeah,
last
you
week.
mentioned
Yeah.
last week, yeah.
Where I've been enjoying
Kinda fun,
managing
yeah.
through this is kind of like I actually have to call back one of the property managers, but they're like, we highly encourage you to apply for any of the government programs. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. I was like, you think I haven't done that? I was like, but the PPP is to pay 75% of it has to go to my employees' wages, right? So, and that's the point. I want to keep them employed. So I can give you a couple $1,000s for rent, right? Like over the course of a couple months from the PPP, but none of that other stuff you can get.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll give you that. There you go. You know, but like help a brother out because no one else is paying rent. So like,
They want the whole thing.
yeah, they want the whole thing. Yeah. So I don't even know what's going to happen with May. April was a total S show. And some landlords wrote me back. Some landlords didn't. Some we've worked out some deals like, hey, give me half rent for this month. And, you know, and probably next month or whatever. Some I haven't even heard from. So Carl's of the opinion, screw them. Like when they want their money, they'll come looking for it. Because you know, usually it's just on auto pay, right? It's just like every month I don't even think about it. Rent just gets paid.
Probably ringing. They're probably just like losing their.
Oh yeah,
They probably just ran off. They're
I mean,
like,
and some of our rent is pretty cheap, right? Like relatively speaking. Some of our rent is really expensive.
Yeah.
So like,
But manage these big like plazas. Like some of those rents are like.
oh, bro, and these gyms, like,
oh yeah.
like
one-
I know,
one
like
lot
Gold,
is like a
like Gold,
ghost town.
and Gold's Gym is like they got to pay $100,000 a month.
That's crazy.
Didn't
It's crazy.
24 file for bankruptcy?
I think so.
Some changes.
Dude, we got to take a break.
Yeah, let's go into pump.
Pump.
Pump commercial.
Pump.
Yeah. May the pump be with you.
Yeah, just like a breakdown.
All right. What's up, guys? Doug Miller here, CEO of Core Nutritionals, with another new product drop. Every time I do one of these videos, I'm always like, I'm so excited about this one, but I'm so excited about this one. You ready? Core Pump is back. Now, before I get into this, I think we should talk a little bit about kind of the history of the product and why we created it, what it can stack with and whatnot. So, if you guys recall, we had a previous formula of Core Pump. That was a great formula. It was a single scoop formula, and it was specifically around nitric oxide and getting a pump. About a year and a half ago, we then created another product kind of in the same category. It was called Peak X. Now, Peak X took some aspects of Core Pump, so basically like the pump aspect, and in addition to that, added some endurance boosting ingredients, some strength boosting ingredients, some power boosting ingredients. So that product became an all-around non-stim, like almost a complete non-stim product that gave you pump, endurance, and muscle power. So what are we doing now in the new platinum version of pump? Well, we've taken the old core pump, which was our just purely pump non-stim product. We've taken our old core Peak X and we basically have married the two. This truly is a full spectrum non-stimulant pre-workout. And we've also taken both of those products and then kicked it up another notch, which I'll get into in a minute, by adding a cognitive enhancer as well. So let's dive into the ingredients of the new core pump. So the base of the core pump, 6 grams of L-citrulline. Obviously, you guys know what L-citrulline is. If you've listened to some of these videos, great at boosting nitric oxide, helping with the quote-unquote pump. Next ingredient, an endurance boosting ingredient. We have beta-alanine. Again, another ingredient that you should be familiar with. 3.2 grams in the full 2-scoop serving. So that's something I should also clarify, is that this is a 20-40, meaning there's 40 scoops or 20 servings in this tub, and a complete serving is 23.2 grams. So that is a lot of active ingredients. So getting back into this, beta-alanine buffers lactic acid, increases endurance. The next ingredient, I'm super excited that we are putting this in our pump product because it is a nitrate. So this is it's betaine nitrate, and we're using, again, we always use the clinical doses, but clinical dose, 2,500 milligrams of betaine nitrate. Now, what is betaine nitrate? So there's 2 components to betaine nitrate. So the first part is betaine, which is going to increase muscle power, muscle output. So that's going to be like your strength component. But then the really cool part about this is the nitrate, the NO3T registered trademark nitrate. Nitrates increase nitric oxide increase muscle pump through it's kind of a novel pathway, a different pathway than the citrulline. It's the nitrate pathway. And so the pumps you get from nitrate alone are unbelievable. And at 2.5 grams, this is a whopping dose, because in that 2.5 grams, betaine nitrate actually is one of the nitrates that has the highest percentage of nitrates in there. So you're getting a ton of the actual nitrate, which is what you want. So we used to put the nitrate in Fury X. So that was the previous version of our stimulant pre-workout. Now, in this round of reformulating, we did not put the nitrate in Fury. We are adding it into the pump product because I really feel that it's such an amazing pump ingredient that we wanted to have it in our non-stim product. We couldn't put it in both because having too much nitrate can drop your blood pressure too low and cause you issues. So we didn't want to have it. We wanted to make sure that these 2 products, Fury and Pump, stack perfectly together. Next ingredient, Peak O2. So this is a mushroom blend, an adaptogen blend. Very cool product or ingredient. Again, another registered trademarked ingredient from Compound Solutions, this one is. And this product will increase endurance. So like beta-alanine, think about it as increasing endurance, but also increasing muscle output as well, peak power output, peak performance. The 5th ingredient, Hydromax, registered trademark, 65% glycerol powder in a full 2-gram dose. I should mention, go back for a second, the Peak O2 is obviously at the clinical dose of 2 grams as well. Hydromax is at the clinical dose of 2 grams. So what Hydromax does is, again, is going to help with muscle pumps. It's going to help with muscle hydration, driving nutrients to the muscle cell, getting you that muscle volumization, that swole feeling when you're working out. Then finally, to round out this full spectrum non-stim product, so we have the muscle power component, we have the muscle endurance component, we have the muscle pump component. Now we are adding in a cognitive enhancer. So this is alpha GPC at the clinical dose of 600 milligrams. So alpha GPC is basically an ingredient that supplies choline. So choline is a great, focus element. It's basically like a nootropic. Now, alpha GPC form is much more, I don't necessarily want to use the term bioavailable, but works much better than regular like choline bitartrate, let's say. So we have alpha GPC in here as well. In the Fury, you'll recall, we have also a better form of choline called CDP choline. So alpha GPC and CDP choline are the 2 best sources, in my opinion, of choline. They work the best. You feel them the most. So this is going to increase focus, increase memory. But the other cool thing about alpha GPC, now the research in alpha GPC for this aspect is limited, but there's also been some studies that show increasing growth hormone, increasing power output. So not only does it give you that the focus element, but there is some performance element here as well. So that is our formula. This product comes in 3 amazing flavors, the same 3 flavors as Fury. So Black Lightning, which is a blackberry lemonade. We have Cherry Burst, which is a strawberry, or is like a cherry starburst. And then we have Tropic Thunder, which is our, let's call it mango flavor. So they all taste amazing, even with 24 grams of essentially active ingredients in here. They all taste amazing. They mix well. The other piece of this puzzle that I want to show is that how this was formulated. So this on its own would be perfect for those people training late at night that don't want to take a stimulant that would keep them up. It's great for people that are trying to watch their caffeine, but we created it to mix and stack perfectly with Core Fury. And like, I would challenge anyone out there to find 2 products, pre-workout products, stacked together that would be more comprehensive, more complete, and give you a better result than these 2. So the only piece of the puzzle that I think you could maybe make an argument that the Core Fury didn't have would probably be some type of endurance boosting. I mean, the nootropic aspect, the focus, the stimulants, the pumps on these are crazy. The muscle power on these are great. But it might be lacking an endurance specific ingredient. Well, we got that covered with 2 of the best on the market, which is beta alanine and pico 2 in here. Then you're going to just amplify the pump aspect with the nitrates, more citrulline, and more of the glycerol. So together, these products are going to be the best pre-workout stack that you can get on the market. I know that's, of course, I'm going to be biased, but that I'm saying it right now. Also, the key thing here is the taste. We've improved it, not only from the old Core Pump, which tastes pretty good, but the Peak X, which we recognize had a kind of a weird mouthfeel, not that great of a taste. This is nothing like that. This is more in the realm of the new Fury, which we were getting amazing feedback on. So that's it, guys. Core Pump dropping May 4th. May the pump be with you and keep crushing it.
And we're back.
All right. So let's, we have anything else? So we're talking about, so tomorrow we go to Delaware to pick up more equipment. And then we got to clear out the space back here where we have 1,500, 2,000 square feet.
We got to take some
I think
pallet racks or racks down. We got to grind some bolts out. Friday, we launch Clarity and Stabilize. Saturday, I'll see you at the warehouse, Doug. Sunday, I'll see you be here too. You know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drive the Mox truck tomorrow. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. We can roll up here with the kids. Griffin would be happy to help us out.
It'd be great. We'll just stick him in the kennel with Koa.
Oh, yeah. They love dogs. So let's get into a couple more questions here, and then we'll get into your questions.
Man, it's lit in there, dude.
It's lit. It's we out here.
They like the swearing. They're like,
yeah. Tito's and Merica
That's
are
why
amazing combos.
We need to swear more to get more followers.
How did you want to get?
And we'll do it shirtless next time.
How big do you want to get as a company is the question. Okay, I'll get to that. Got a bunch of Guts and Glory on the sale. Steel price. Yep. Do you think even when restrictions lifted, people will still be weary of going right out? Of course. Their favorite restaurants? Yeah, absolutely. My gym actually opens Friday, and it feels weird. Yeah, I would probably just chill on that. How big do you want to get is the question. So I was talking about
Never
this.
big enough.
Who was I talking about this with today? Oh, Morphogen Ben from Morphogen. You know, because he's actually got a good model where he only sells direct to consumer, doesn't sell it to any retailers. So like this has actually been a good time for him because he doesn't have to deal with all the retailers that are shut down and not selling and all that stuff because it's all D2C. So it's a good model. But we were talking just about growth and whatnot. And one of the things I was commenting on is there's definitely, you know, I told him, dude, just keep your overhead low. You're doing a great job. Like, keep your overhead low. You know, he's got like 1,000 square feet because he's mostly pills, right?
Yeah.
But they're moving a ton of product, making a lot of profit.
He's got what, a protein?
And he's got a vegan and some more protein flavors coming out. So like it'll take up some space, and he's thinking about moving. I was like, dude, just as little employees as possible. Just find some good ones, and you know, little overhead as possible. I was saying to him, there's definitely a period of time in growth where your top line continues to grow, but your bottom line doesn't, or your bottom line will even go down. So we've had years like that, but they were strategic years to get kind of where we're going to, right? So like sometimes you have to invest in infrastructure, the building, employees, and or whatever for future growth. So we were just kind of talking about that in the stage. And so to get back to this question of how big do you want to go, I think we've set the stage with a really good base, and I have a lot of other ideas, like one of the ones I was talking to you about today for yet another brand. I think there's a lot of cool things. And so I think the next year will be really interesting when we make the decision on whether or not to stay here or to leave. So speaking of which, the following week, we do need to go to North Carolina to look at the building. So this week, this week coming up.
So the first week of May.
First week of May.
Well,
yeah.
Shit far darn.
Yep. So, how big do you want to get? I think really, I wouldn't want to put a cap on it, right? Like, but there is something to be said to keeping it relatively small. Like then there's in that growth curve, there's probably another growth curve when you get to another point in time where you got to go total next level.
Yeah.
Right. And then the amount of investment you have at that point is even crazier. So your bottom line goes down again and to go up again. So,
and I think, right, like the key to that is creating more branches, right? It's not just putting all your marbles in this one thing. It's like the idea that you pitched me today. It's a total another branch, right?
Yep.
Like it's just an idea that could create more branches.
Yep.
Right.
Favorite new core ISO flavor?
Well,
chocolate peanut butter.
Red velvet.
What do you think the new standard will be at expos? That's a great question. All I know is Arnold Classic better give us our 25 grand back ASAP.
Didn't they say it's as soon as it hits the bank?
They literally said, send an email. We wrote checks, but we're waiting on a loan to come through so as soon as the loan hits the bank, they're going to put the checks in the mail. I'm like, brah. What did you do with the 25 grand?
Like,
yeah.
To believe it.
You're like hiding the lie.
I don't think expos... Stuff like expos and I don't know if they'll ever be the same. I don't even know if we'll have them for a while.
Financially, it worked out better for us this year to not.
Yeah.
So,
you good?
Somebody says, as long as you stick to the core principles, you guys will be fine. Preach on.
That's what we do, brother.
Hey.
Applause. I like it.
All right, let's get into questions.
Stick to the core principles. All right.
You guys couldn't hear that, but we were playing the clap.
This is from
25 minutes. Hammer these.
Hammer them. All right.
Because
hammer time.
Hammer them.
Yeah, because isn't it like once you hit an hour, it's just like exponential?
It's killer.
What other new commodities are in the works, Doug?
Pregnenolone, baby. Ooh. Drug Miller. Me. But no, seriously, I'm super excited. We're doing a 25 mg 90 cap pregnenolone to stack with like core hard, dude. Pregnenolone is so underrated.
Everything,
it's amazing.
And you talked about a vitamin C, maybe?
Yeah, but I've decided not. We were thinking of going down the immunity route, but I'm just kind of like
I had a call.
Kind of lame.
I took emergent core.
Take some maltodextrin.
Yeah,
emergency. That call with Compound I had.
Yeah.
They got a new ingredient that's not on the website that they were pitching.
Is it good?
It's an immunity product.
Oh, of course. So here's the thing.
For gut health.
I would do like a 500 mg ester C or something like that, but I would use it as more of like a promo. Like for the launch of the vegan, we'll throw you, you buy 2, you'll get a free bottle of vitamin C or something. Like I mean, we'll put it on our website to sell, but like, I don't know if I want to do an immunity formula. Like we talked about that for a while, but I'm just kind of.
I like the idea of the commodity, like vitamins.
Well, maybe we do vitamin C,
vitamin D,
vitamin D, and echinacea. Dude, we should totally do it. We talked about this before.
And
for
then,
the nutrition
we don't have to
go to
buy anything else.
Yeah,
that's all we do on top of it.
Vitamin C. Let's do ester C just to make Cuck approved. And then we'll do vitamin D3.
Vegetable capsule.
Veggie cap. You want to do veggie caps on these? Yeah.
Or is it better in a tablet? I don't know. No, I like veggie caps.
Yeah, we'll do veggie caps. And then
chewables like Doug's like bicep
gummies. Like
Ooh, we're
elderberry
gonna get
gummies.
into kids
Not like
lines.
a harder one. Like I want to chew your
You want to chew my what?
your bicep.
Tell me about it, Bird. You like that? You got a nibble on it?
Chirp chirp. Yeah.
Oh
all right.
man.
You ready for more?
Could you?
I got a fun one.
Could you take Stabilize with Big Papa Stack, or would you say it's afterwards? You could. So the overlap.
Lots of ashwagandha.
I mean, it would be pretty freaking good. I mean, the only overlap is ashwagandha, but this is the Shodan ashwagandha versus the KSM 66. But you would be definitely mega dosing it because of the core test, the core hard, and this. But dude, I would
Who
say
asked it?
try it, man. Be the guinea pig, Chris.
Chris, you'd be the first one. Yeah, let us know. I got a fun question. Ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Which of the Greek gods would you want to be?
Wow.
Do you even know? I don't know that many.
Not the one that was like on the cliff and he'd have the bird peck at his eye. Like, you know, who was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're just
Decius.
super smart.
You don't want to talk about
dude,
who was that?
know, like,
Who was
Is
it?
Hercules a
Could I
good
just
Greek
be
god?
S'mores?
Zeus or
Zeus, Thor.
any of the Avengers?
Is Hercules one?
How about Mars, the god of war?
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
sick.
intense.
Intense.
How about Ares, the god of love? Or is
Yeah,
that the
I want a
goddess?
sex god.
Ares,
Who's the
sex
sex
god?
god? Yeah.
Bro, isn't that
I'm-
Kama Sutra? Kama Sutra?
I'll be that guy.
What's that called? What's the Indian goddess of
I don't know any of this shit.
Prometheus? I knew S'mores Gaines would know.
Oh, he's all up in
Prometheus.
there.
Bro, he'd
It
have
wasn't his question,
every
but-
every day he'd have his eye eaten out. That was just for everyone's benefit. You got to beep all
People
these out.
love it.
Bird, you got to beep
gonna
all
be
these out.
long.
Aphrodite is love. Yeah, there you go. Ares is war. I knew Ares, yeah. Come on, S'mores, keep them coming.
Bro, this
Atlas, the
screenshot
Titan.
that you sent me
Yeah, bye.
is like, do you like fitness? Hi, Doug Miller. Hey, Doug Miller. How's your day going? Do you need unlimited Fortnite skins? 'Cause go to my profile.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know. Your content is fire. You should check out my shit.
It's all bots.
It's all crap.
That's crap.
Man, I got to find a good one. All right, here we go. Is there any recommendation on where to buy mag grip attachment for pull down / rows?
On their website.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, seriously, that's like the only place to get it. Now, we are getting a set from China of the mag type. I'll say that. But go to the website. It's not like maggrips.com. It's just Google mag grips and you'll find their website. You can get them.
All right, dude. Every day, more than one time a day, at least like 3 times, I get a question on Z's. Any update on the old formula?
Z's is coming back.
I text
And
homeboy.
Shane, I'm going to tell you this right now. We do not want to stack post on this. If he watches it. The old Z's is coming back. We're going to throw it on our website, just the tub. Yeah.
It's going to be going quick.
We're going to sell the Z's. And this was raw material that we had left over that we're just running through. But when it's here, it's going to come here and it's going to be gone fast.
I'm
And
thinking
then
it might.
And then we're going to reformulate. The new formula is pretty good too. Like
Yeah.
I've tried it and it tastes really good. So then the new formula will come probably, let's say 12 weeks.
I think after the pump launch, I'm hoping that Z's
Slips in there.
slip it.
That's just going to be like a sneaky little, like,
Yeah, it's just gonna be
we're
like
going to send you, make sure you're signed up for the core email because we'll send you an email. We might not even like put it up on social media. Just,
no.
just send an email.
There's a lot of wholesale accounts that want it.
Z's is back in stock. So you need to get your list of whole pre-sale for the social media
Yeah.
because it's going to go like,
It'll go
like
quick.
that. Yep.
Describe the flavor of ABC pink guava. I love it.
It's
It's
pink guava.
exotic. I don't know. That's all I got.
Exotic meat.
It's exotic
Run out
fruit.
of battery.
Damn it, bird.
Do we need to take a break or are we good?
Yeah, let's take a break. I just want to just be.
Yeah. Get
All
on
right,
top
let me
of
answer
it.
one more
Get in
question.
front of it.
And if it dies, it dies. If it dies, it dies. You know what I'm saying? Advice for a new dad. Bird?
Don't f up.
Definitely don't fuck up.
We're just dropping f bombs.
No,
Feels
so
good.
here's the thing. You are gonna f up. And you're gonna f up every single day. Don't beat yourself up about it. Every dad, every mom messes
You
up.
ever dropped the baby? Almost ever dropped the baby? Not. Have you ever dropped the baby? Have you almost ever dropped the baby?
Not really.
I've had a couple
I know
scares.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I almost. I want to. I like.
Well, yeah. Let's stay away from physical abuse. That's probably the first.
Yeah, but like as a like, I don't want to hold anybody's baby, but like,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to hold a baby.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I almost dropped him, had a heart attack, had to give him to
Yeah.
and then I like literally
Freaked out.
I had to go outside and just like
Breathe.
walk away.
Yeah.
I wanted to beat myself up.
I would say one is understand that the days are long and the years are short. Like, I can't believe that our kids are now a little over 3 and a little over 6, and Jackson is like a real human now. Griffin is on a tear, and just you know, I've caught myself a lot of times like, man, I just can't wait for like 3 years from now, like when we can do like just cool stuff and they can just listen to me, like go get your shower, go brush your teeth. I don't have to like do everything for them. But at the same time, like, it's a really fun stage. Like, you should try to enjoy that 10% of like good feedback mojo that you get back from the 90% of work. You should try to enjoy that 10% at each stage along the way. Now, easier said than done, you know, but yeah, I think that's my piece of advice.
All right, battery break.
Battery break?
Yep.
All right, let's
Get
go.
it. All right, we're back.
We're back.
We're back. Back in the saddle.
I just read a book. I've been reading these books to Jackson. I read one on Muhammad Ali. Like, when I read it, I was like, he's kind of a mofo. But then, like, as you read through it, he really was a champion of like peace and stuff. But he used to be with like the Nation of Islam, which is kind of like
Interesting.
they were for the separatist movement, like that, like black people should not be with white people, and like they didn't like white people, and you know, and he kind of got drug into that. And then he eventually left and just was basically Muslim. But he did a lot of cool stuff like around the world for peace and, you know, kind of helping impoverished nations and all sorts of stuff. But like when you first start reading it, I was like, Jackson, this is what you call being like a cocky jerk, right? Like, this is not really how you want to be. I mean, it worked for him, but like, this is not like a good role model. Like, he was like, people loved like his antics. So anyways, that was a total aside, but I'm reading like these autobiographies to him. So not autobiographies.
Did we talk about The Last Dance last time?
What is that? Is that Michael Jordan's new?
Michael Jordan's one.
Is that on ESPN?
It's basically, it's Michael
ESPN
Jordan, but
on
it's
Sunday.
more so about the final season of Phil Jackson coaching the Bulls.
Yeah, it's
So
not
the
all
97,
Michael Jackson, it's just
98.
the last season.
But they flash back to a lot of Michael, and then they focus on
Is
the
this
characters.
ESPN?
ESPN Sundays.
Sundays? How many episodes are there?
It's a 10-part series, so they release two series every Sunday. So the problem is, it comes on at 9 and 10 o'clock.
They just.
So I
DVR.
DVR it. So we just watched episode 3 last
I know
night.
Massive Joe's has been watching it.
Yeah, it was on Dennis Rodman mainly, and I didn't know he had such a reign with the Pistons, to be honest. Anyways, talking about greatness, and so your question sucked.
Donate equipment to the Crusher Coliseum and get to cuddle with Doug and Meat. Dan Rogers.
Oh, he wants to donate.
Do you have some equipment, Dan? You want to get rid of?
What's up, Dan?
Dan, hit up Meat Stick here. Show them what you got. Show them what you're working with, and we'll let you know if you can.
We
get-
need to catch up anyway.
You can come into the
couple
cool guy
picks.
crew.
I want to hear how you're surviving down there
Yeah, man.
in the gym
Hit
world.
us up.
All right, I got some questions on my page because yours sucked.
Was that, dude? There was more questions than that in there.
Bro, there was not.
There was like spam. Like,
There was a lot of
how did
spam.
I get all that spam?
You had a lot of biceps. How big's your biceps? What's your bicep
Bro.
size? Like,
The,
it was just bad.
Yeah.
There was one in there. Is Liberty Balls the same for females? I don't know. I guess that means, is it okay for females to take?
You could
keep
take-
looking in this light, and it freaking. I'm seeing shit.
you could
Seeing
you could
stars.
take it, but I mean, I think there's better options. Like Core Hard would be a better option for you. All right,
Okay.
Meat Stick, let's get in.
All right, let's go.
You
This
have 13 minutes.
is- what's the worst date you've ever been on? Can you answer that?
You got a Sam squad in there.
Yeah, she did tell me about one ball.
Yeah. Feeling bad that
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be Meat Brigade. I'm gonna start the Sam Squad. Hashtag Sam Squad. I was like, it's kind of catchy. Sam Squad. Anyways, what's the worst date
You
you've ever
remember
been?
when's the last date worst date you've been on? It's like
Trying to think.
a while ago, right? You've been married.
who
for a minute.
dates, bro?
I know.
Who dates?
I went on a couple weird
Bob-
dates.
I got
Bob-
a bunch of weird
yeah.
Netflix and
Who's
chill
the
nights.
here? Yeah, who's the weirdest? Here's the weirdest jaunt.
I got the weirdest Netflix and chill.
I do remember one Valentine's Day. It was very awkward. This is clearly before Steph, but like I was out of college and I was down in DC, and like I was like, yeah, sure, we'll go out for, you know, it was somebody that I guess I was kind of a girlfriend. I don't know, whatever it was. And I was like, let's go out for Valentine's Day. And we went to like, needless to say, I did not make a reservation. We went to like 5 places and couldn't get in. I felt like I was like, well, was like, I'm kind of tired anyways. Peace. You can clearly, I wasn't too into
Yeah,
her.
I wasn't into it.
I remember one, it was out of college. I was working at the gym, and she was just a member of the gym. And it's kind of like my mom, I guess, introduced the situation.
No.
And
Shout
she
out
was
to
like,
Mom.
she was a really good girl, you know? And we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Boring.
So I was like, do you drink? And she was like, no. And then the waitress comes, and I was like, I'll have a beer.
I might as well.
It was pretty awkward. It was definitely the only date that we went on. Don't let your mom hook you up on a date. That's for sure.
Bro, not even going there.
All right, let's move on. So the worst date we've been on, talked about it.
I got too many.
What are your thoughts on Mike O'Hearn? What do you think about Mike O'Hearn? I think he's a dog whisperer.
Gladiator.
Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts.
Why are flavor names not a taste? For example, Black Lightning isn't a taste. Why not Blackberry Lemonade?
Boring.
Boring.
Hit a button.
Is it this one? Yeah.
Chirp, chirp.
Oh, that's Bird. This one. There it is. Okay.
But it's not, just to be clear, not all of our products are like that. We just did it with some of the new ones, and we find that people actually enjoy it. Especially like we have so much fun with the America Labs, like coming up with like Cooperstown. What the heck's Cooperstown? It's funny when you see
the best part.
It's funny when you see the Australians when they went through and they actually had their whole team sample all of them because they had no idea what they were.
Yeah.
And like what they come, I was like, no, bro, that's not it. Oh, and then they would understand what it is, and they call it like a candy's like lolly. You know, there's
well, and sometimes we do flavors off of, I guess, things that we could get sued over, right? Like Australian gummy snakes,
Fruity Rebels, yeah.
Like so, you
Australian
gotta
orange
get creative.
sherbet, yeah. Oh, we got ABC, a new Australian.
Did they approve it?
Yeah, dude, it is amazing. It's Redskins. It's Australian raspberry chews.
It's good, and the
It's
label's
being run
sick.
out.
I like the color combo.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Would you add hyaluronic acid to the joint stack with Flex? If so, how much?
you could.
Do you still take that?
What is the standard? I don't know offhand. Yeah, I do. I just throw it. I'm all about the joint health. Like, I mean, half of my pills are like joint health. Yeah, because dude, it's so important. Like when I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling great. My joints are feeling healthy, I'm feeling great. So, just in general.
You mentioned Fury samples a while back. Are they still in the way? Or any others planned? I heard that it's just a mess, isn't it?
What's the mess?
The Fury packets and samples. It's been a lot of.
They printed the wrong size. I don't know whose fault it is. I know it wasn't mine. But we printed 4x6s and they needed to be 4x4 finished packet. So we basically had to throw out all those freaking, well, we're going to keep them just in case we find somebody who can run them for next time. So we've just ran them. They're being run now. We're going to have Cherry Burst. We're doing just like 10,000 samples just so we have some of the Fury. Yeah, that's it.
That was good breakdown. I'm just laughing because I got a question in Spanish from I think Spain. Ciao, Minithais, sono Alberto. So hello, Minithais. My name is Alberto. I got that. I'm not gonna try the rest. Let's go get back.
Sono. Oh no.
Hi, mai avuto un coach che ti segue per
Risulta.
result.
So
can you
How you get results from?
Can you coach me and give me results? That's what I'm getting.
You like that?
I don't coach. Do you like being a fashionista? DM the answer.
Bro, you got thotties clapping cheeks up in yours too.
Hey, I just want to let you know you have fantastic content. Jeez. All right, here we go. Well, you got one?
Yep. So hold on. So have you tried the outright bars? Yep, I have. I don't know if there's more to that question. Core ISO launch date for the new flavor. So originally in my head, I was going to say May 18th.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Because the labels won't arrive until the end of next week, I think we should push back to the 25th. Is that Memorial Day?
Yes.
So do we want to push it to Tuesday or do you want to drop on Memorial Day?
I like a Memorial Day drop because people are...
ISO. Celebrating at home. Well, they're at home anyways.
We definitely got to do something for America.
So let's push it off a week. So let's say the 25th. America, we might have some of the new products. The Supremos.
The thing that gets interesting is that there's a lot of new products that are new re-release products that we're going. There are a lot of proteins, ISO, MRP, and vegan. It's going to be a lot of protons.
It's a good time to launch protons, man.
It is.
So here's the other thing, man. I was talking to Sam out there. I was like, we've sold a lot of America. So our America direct-to-consumer is not something that we really focus on. It's just not.
Yeah.
Core direct-to-consumer is definitely a big part of our business. With this co-branded warehouse sale, like it was really cool seeing everyone like pick up a case of America Energy on the core with the core ISO and like a Liberty Ballz with a core ISO. I kind of almost am like, dude, why don't we put America Energy and America Labs on the core site so people could save on shipping, doing two different things. And the accounting wise, we're just truing all this up. Well, I'm truing up all this on the back end. So core is going to pay America, because core is going to get the money and then pay back America for so it's just an accounting exercise, which I can do. So
You're good at exercise, Doug.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like accounting
Brain exercise?
Brain
Yeah.
exercise?
Arm exercise?
Leg?
Hamstring flex.
You like that? Mm.
Or Jim's like it's called the leg factory.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty much. That was a good one.
I like how Me's got a look. He's just like,
He got me good. When I was waddling in with the Chick-fil-A in both hands and had my tight joggers on after training legs. And he did the super zoom heart.
Well, it's the best. If you ever catch Doug, if you ever have a Doug Miller sighting, the best sighting is behind him in joggers, like the tight ones, the largest, the largest,
gray
not the
large.
XLs,
Yeah.
And that waddle after a hammy day.
chirp, chirp.
Oh my God. You double it.
Remember we used to waddle over from Gold's in Arlington? Like come to the store.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, yo, I got to go to the gym. Waddle over there, waddle back.
Yeah, jaywalk across the street.
Walk.
Yeah, stop. He like
Somebody said
He stops traffic.
who's the Matrix?
Somebody said do that for sure.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves that shit.
Bro, the shorts. Oh,
the
shorts.
No, we like pants.
From your entire protein line, which one is your favorite and why? That's a tough one. That is a really tough one because I use pretty much all our proteins. I use ISO, I use Pro, I use Patriots Way,
PWO.
use MRP, I use PWO, and all on a regular basis. The only ones I don't use are the gainers, just because I just eat more food. So they're all, I use them all and I love them all.
Go through phases.
Doug seems like a butt guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh, I'm definitely a butt guy. Like he likes
Fix it in the butt, or you?
bro, what the?
I'm not bleeping that out for the show.
Bro, do not put that in the 1 minute.
That's gonna be in the 1 minute.
Bro.
This is how I figure him out.
No, I'm
Doug.
definitely like a butt guy. That was one of the things when I first met when I first met Steph. Bro,
Oh, that's good.
roll it back in here. Contain yourself, bro. But I just remember her legs and her butt were just like next level, right?
Are we
Like,
talking about stuff now?
yeah, I'm trying to get off the butt thing, bro. Come on.
I'm trying to turn this into a heterosexual thing.
Yeah, you
got
totally
real.
went homo, bro. Shiznits. Oh my gosh. Bro.
Pause for the screenshot.
Oh my gosh, that was good.
Pause for the screenshot.
You guys are sick.
Ugly.
Oh, bro.
What are we talking about right
I
now?
don't even know. Doug,
Any experience
Doug
getting out of
Jim
jury
and Cisco.
duty? I have a pregnant wife. I'm not trying to get corona. Josh.
What?
Just say you know the.
What was the question?
So Josh Gordon has jury duty. Do you have any experience getting out of jury duty? Because I have a pregnant wife and I do not want to get coronavirus and bring it home
Yeah, say you know the
to
person.
my wife.
That's a good question. You could try to get in there, but so I had grand jury duty this past year, and I had a huge GNC meeting like this next day or something. I tried to get out of it, and the guy basically said, "F you, no way, you're still showing up." And when I showed up, because I asked to get out of it, he made me foreman. I was like, "You bastard." Like out of nowhere, he's like, "Doug Miller, please stand up." I'm like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "What did I do?" He's like, "You are the foreman." I'm like, "Why'd you, bro?" Because I went back and forth. I was like, when he said no, I didn't like just accept no for an answer. I said, "Listen." All right, more beeps for a bird.
Yeah, we're feeling good
Yeah,
today.
you like that?
Yeah. All right, here's a good question for both of you guys. When's the podcast with Kenton going to start?
That's a great
question.
Bruh.
Is Savage in there?
Call him up. Just put him on.
FaceTime him.
No, well, I
Live
thought
him.
you guys are trying to figure out how to make this work.
I know. Listen, I'm not the computer guy. I'm just a bird in the cage.
You're the camera. Bird.
Can you guys work on that? Like, shit, Ken's a nerd. Ken, like
He's
a
a nerd.
computer guy. What the heck?
Yeah, it's on with the mic plug. Yes.
Plug the mic into the hole and push
The
record.
button.
Seriously, like we bought one of these jaunts for him. It's up in Canada. Does he
You know,
need one of these?
I don't know. I'll ask him.
Bro, let's get this done because like in the quarantine, we got to continue to produce content and get better. I think we're doing a good job, but like we were supposed to start filming last week, just for the record.
On my own world. Just trying not to get involved here. Okay. Have you watched Outer Banks on Netflix? It's the modern day Goonies.
Yeah, no, I saw that on there. I'm just like, I don't want to get invested into a show right now. And it looked kind of teeny bopper crap. And I don't want to get invested in a teeny bopper crap. I'm already invested
you
in
already
one teeny
did
bopper
once.
crap. And I know when I got sucked in 6 seasons later, I didn't know I didn't know what hit me. Bro, but there's a new season coming out in May, just saying.
You're hyped.
Not sure I should share that I'm excited about it, but
The best thing lately is just
Dude, I'm
it's a
telling you,
sitcom. You don't have to pay attention.
The 100 is good. That's what it was. The 100.
The 100
on Netflix.
The
Yeah.
100. Yeah.
I guess it was a CW. I got kind of disappointed when I found out it was a CW to start. Started on the CW. I was like, oh.
I don't think you can replace the Goonies though. Like that's just gotta be is what it is.
We watched that a little the other day. I had to send a screenshot to Carl of the sloth and chunk.
That's the best.
Yeah, sloth and chunk. Rocky Road.
Carl is the best.
Oh, dude, when
What's
he
the
goes like
dude's
this,
name?
he goes like this. That's sloth.
The sloth.
Yeah, so he does the ear and he pulls his eye down.
He looks kinda
Bro,
just
he
like-
looks exactly like him.
That was like our first text conversation. Remember, like we
was one of the
all
first
just started- it
videos
was
he
like
ever did.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he sent that to Dallas McCarver. You know,
The shit that he said to Dallas McCarver.
You can't put Cook with a famous like a.
Oh
influencer.
man.
You send them everything.
so that's about all I got. Rachel
So
Sedgwick asked, "What's your favorite part of the quarantine? What are you most proud of?"
All right, we'll get to that. So you guys nailed the salted caramel. Can't get enough of it. Well, we're kind of discontinuing it, but we can bring it back at any time.
And it's kind of on sale right now, or no? I think it is.
It might be on sale on our site, so go to our site.
No, it's just peanut butter and vanilla. No, I don't know.
All right, so what is that?
Favorite part of your quarantine? What are you most proud of? How about let's combine these. What are you most proud of during the quarantine? How about that?
Me sticking to being home every night at 5 p.m.
For second recess.
for second recess. No, every day he knows because he knows I miss, like I get the tail end of second recess. Daddy, get me home for second
What
recess.
time does it actually start? 4?
It's like 3 to 5.
Oh, that's lit.
That's a
Dude.
sick recess.
Bro,
That's a lit recess.
So lately, we got two things going on. One is Jackson, he still wears pull-ups, and he would kill me when I show him this 10 years from now.
Oh, this is great. So at about an hour.
So he still wears
On
pull-ups.
episode
And the thing
25.
is, he sleeps so hard that he just doesn't wake up. He doesn't know he's doing it. So
Bro.
so I set an alarm for him
It's
last
happened
night.
to me as an adult. I feel like I start dreaming. I'm peeing. It feels so good, and then I wake up in the middle. Oh shit! I gotta go to the bathroom.
bro. So anyways,
So
so
I get a little bit of leakage, but I usually make it.
I set an alarm last night. He got up, and the first time I set the alarm, he got up because we checked his camera because we have a Nest cam in his room. The alarm went off. He gets up, turns off the alarm, and just crawls back into bed. I was like, Jackson, tonight, get up and pee. So last night he did, but then he woke up. He had to like pee again, or no, he peed before that I'm gonna set the alarm, move the alarm up. So that's number one. And then Griffin, that little shit, he especially like 2 nights ago, 5 times screaming, yelling like bloody murder, running into our room, busting through the door, Mama! I'm like, you little
Do you have
shit.
nightmares or you just
So
just
so the thing is, I'm bribing him now. Okay.
sick?
So
Great.
Griffin, because
Listen up, Josh
So-
and Brandon.
Jackson and the 2 girls up the street that he's quarantined with, little stud,
Killing it. That's
they're
not bad.
riding bikes. So they go on bike rides all over. And then Griffin is riding behind in his little, like, it's not even like a real Power Wheel. It's like an indoor one that like you just plug into the wall and it's just like, so like,
So it's electric?
it's electric. Because he can do a balance bike, but there's no bike small enough for him. Like he could ride a bike. We just don't have the bike. So anyways, he really wants like a big power, like a real like power, like Jeep, like the Jeep power.
Oh, okay.
Powerman. And then Jackson, he really likes the electronic like scooters and stuff like that. So we found an electronic like dirt bike or electronic quad. Like it's made by Razor. So it actually whips pretty good. It probably goes like, 12, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, Jackson, 7 days in a row, dry pull up. Griffin, 7 days in a row, you stay in your bed.
Does he understand that?
Yes, totally. Because last night when he went to bed, we had very distinct conversations about it. And sure enough, that little shit slept in his bed, did not move the entire time this morning. Daddy, I stayed in my bed the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
He just was waiting. He's like, Daddy's going to break at some point.
Oh, dude.
Do you ever mess
So
with
I was
him?
like, all right, that's one day. You got 6 more days. I was like, let's see how this goes.
Like, I'm curious about this Nest Cam. So you ever just like come in there and be like,
bro.
I am your father.
No, it's Santa Claus.
Oh, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Ho, 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 get back in bed, Griffin. And then he'd get like then I scared him and he got really scared. And then I got to be careful because Jackson still believes in Santa Claus. Obviously he's only 6. So he's like, but Jackson sees me doing it. I was like, Jackson, I'm just going to pretend I'm Santa Claus. I'm going to talk to Griffin. So like, I can't use it. Jackson's too smart.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll be like, the elves are watching. See that red light? It means the elves are watching. Like Tommy is our elf on the shelf.
You just got to go on YouTube and just like put a recording up and just be like,
Oh, I could.
like a real Santa.
Or just have
This is great. This is great advice. I like this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I look forward to with kids, is messing with them. That's all I got, dude. We had a bunch of spam. You got any more questions in there?
Somebody goes, when you bribe your kids like that, it works. My boys are 5 and 8 in the same way. I was like, dude, it's going to like piss me off if literally the first 7 nights Griffin stays in his bed. He's
gonna get it,
And he's going to get it. He's going to go back to
then I'm just taking it away. That'll be like literally if he wakes up,
What's his prize?
a freaking Power Wheel.
Oh, the Power Wheel.
Because if mama and daddy are getting good sleep, dude, it's worth a Power Wheel. I don't care how much it costs. So like, yeah, Power Wheel 7 days. But if he comes back, I'm just taking it away. Just throw it up in the shed or something.
My little nephew had an electronic 4-wheeler, a little ATV. There's plastic wheels.
Yeah.
He pretty much burnt the wheels
that's
off
what
of those things.
Yeah.
I'm pushing Kayla hard. He's like, he needs a 50. He needs a 50cc little bike,
But then
I'd rather
learned
how to ride
the
the bike.
Razors are pretty nice now, the electric, because then you don't have to deal with the mechanical part of the gas and all that stuff. So like that's why I was thinking for Jackson, they probably have a Razor quad too.
Oh, I'm sure.
And like if it only goes 15, I was like, but I told Steph he's gonna actually have to get like a real helmet, like a motorcycle helmet.
And maybe even like, does he rock
Imagine
pads? and
Jackson
stuff?
with like a 125 just ripping up and down the road.
Dude, you should see him on his
could see.
bike. He's like a little savage on his bike too. And he's taken some hits because the girls that he rides with cannot ride their bikes. Every time I'm like, Jackson, they can't ride their bikes. So he told him that the other day. My daddy says you can't ride your bikes. I'm like, Jackson, you don't tell him that. I'm just telling you, stay away from him and stay away from my truck, most importantly.
That's funny.
Because they definitely hit my truck once and I was pissed. I was like, I hope it's okay. Breathe. Anyways, I think that's it. Did we answer all
you
our
got
questions?
40 seconds to live ends. I'm out of questions. It was all spam.
Let's get it.
Episode 25, Barry Bonds, NutriFit, America Energy, Pump.
Everything.
I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Warehouse sales.
All right, let's see if there's anything
Crazy.
else in here. One-legged monster. What's up, man? Who else you got to make the quarantine in that only phase? Leverage.
Leverage.
It's all about the leverage.
15.
Bro, those kids.
Here we go.
They trick. If they, I'm
10,
telling you, if they do it.
9.
What are we doing?
8.
Oh, it's about to go off.
6.
So that's a wrap.
5. 4. My seconds are off.
Peace out,
3,
guys.
2.
Until next time.
See you later.
See you later. All right.
Good work.
Is that it? So perfect timing here. Till next time. Keep crushing it.
Yeah.